Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Now in this video guys, I'll be teaching you how to create a simple login Java application. So now let's go ahead and create a new Java application. And now let's name our application my first login app. Now it's loading, come on, there we go. Now guys, before we start coding, let's just clean our application. Let's remove all the comments, and then now what I want to do is I'll just zoom my class a little bit, and now I think it's visible. So now what I'm gonna do again is I want to add a subclass. Now I want to name this class frame class. So now in this class I'll also clean my class. I'll just remove all the comments. Now I'll zoom a little bit, and then this class I want to inherit from JFrame. I want to extend JFrame. Then now add imports to JFrame. Now come on, add imports to JFrame. Now I don't want to import only JFrame but all the swing components, so I'll replace that JFrame with a star. So now if we can go back to our main class, now I want to create an object for our JFrame class. So in my main method, I'll just say in this class I want to give it a reference. I want to give my object a reference. I'll say my frame class. Now this is gonna be my object. Now I want to copy that object's reference. Now I'll say now I want to set this frame to visible. Then I want to say now this dot set visible. I want to set the visible of the frame to true. Then another thing is I want to set the default close operation. Set default close operation. Now I want to say it's gonna be our JFrame dot exit on close. Now the last thing that I want to do in this main method, I want to see now this frame. I want to set the size of my frame. I want to set the size. I want to set the size of my frame. Now this set size method, it takes two arguments, the width and the height. So now guys, I don't want to use a constant values like this number. What I want to do is I want to get the actual size of my screen, and then I'm gonna set my form to fill the my screen. Now to do it, I'll say now this my frame class, I want to get a toolkit. So now in this toolkit I want to get the screen size, then I want to get the width, and I'm gonna do the same thing for my height. So to save time and energy, I'm just gonna copy that and paste it for my height. Then I'll change this width to height. There we go. Now guys, if you can run our application, come on. Now if you can check, this is our frame and it automatically fills the screen. So now we can go to our subclass. Now in this class guys, I want to create a constructor. So I'll say it's gonna be public, sorry, and then it's gonna be frame class. Copy and paste, save time and energy, and to avoid errors. So now I have a constructor. Now I wanna set a title of our frame. So it's either I use this method, I'll say this, I'll set title, then this will take an argument, a string argument, which is gonna be a title of our frame. Or what we can simply do is we can call our super constructor, and I'll say this, I'll pass the title and I'll call it login form. Now that's it. And then again, what I want to do is I want to reference my JFrame. I'll say this, I want to set the layout. Now my layout, I want to set it to null. I don't want to set the grid or a flow layout. I just want to leave it as null. And then now what I want to do is I want to declare J components. let me say I want to declare component. Now first thing first, I want to declare the J panel, then I'll call it a background panel. Now this is gonna be my background panel, and then it's gonna hold a background image. So now I wanna initialize my background panel. I'm gonna say this panel, I'm gonna be equals to that new, it's gonna be our J panel, just like that. And again, I wanna set properties, I wanna set these layout, a layout for our background panel. I'm gonna set the layout to null. And again, what I wanna do is I wanna set the size. I wanna say the J panel, I wanna set the location and the size of my background panel. I wanna set bounds. Now this set bounds method, it takes 4 arguments. The first 2 arguments for location x and y, and the last one is for size, width and height. So I wanna set it at 0 for x, 0 for y, and then now for width and height, I wanna take the size of my frame, which I already have in this class. So I'm just gonna copy this toolkit.getScreen.width for my width, then I'm gonna paste it for width, then I'm gonna paste it for height, and then I'll change this width to height. Then now what I wanna do, I wanna add this component to my frame. I'm adding component to window. Then I'll say these references to my window. I want to add this background panel. Then I'll end the statement with a semicolon. And then now again, what I want to do is I want to set a background image to this J panel. So to do that, guys, I want to say, okay, now I want to declare an image. I'll say it's gonna be private, it's image, and I'll call it background image. Then now add imports to my image. Now I'm gonna go ahead and initialize this image. So now, guys, to do that, now I'll say initializing images. Now I'll use try and catch to do that. I'll say now try in case if we have exceptions. Then I'll like catch dead, and I'll say exception, say IO. Then what I want to do is, if I get any exceptions, I want to tell the user that, okay, now using a system dot out, I want to print print the exception. Now when it comes to images, guys, now I'll say since I have an image declared, so now instead of using a full object, I'll say now these I want to use what image IO. So now this image IO, I'm going to read as a source or a resource of an image, the location or the path. So I'll say this dot read. So let me import to image IO. There we go. Now I wanna get a class, and then this class I wanna get the resource. Now on this one I'm gonna take the string. Now this argument is gonna be the path of our image. So for now, guys, I don't have any image in my package. So now to do that, I already have the image downloaded. So if I can just go to my computer, let me just go to my computer, and I'll go to images. Now I already have an image, it's called class. So I want to copy that, then I want to go to my resource, and I paste it over here in my packages, and I'll say paste. Now I have an image called grass PNG, so I'll say I want this grass PNG image. Now that I have an image added on my image, so what I'm gonna do is, now in this panel I wanna set this image as my panel background. So to do that, I'm just gonna open a new body over here. Now I'm gonna override a paint method, add override. Now it's gonna be public, it's void, it's called paint. Now this paint method, it takes the argument for graphics, then I'll give it the reference SG. Now let's add imports for our graphics. Now guys, I'm gonna use our graphics to draw an image inside this J panel. I'll say G dot I want to draw an image. Now the first argument is gonna be our image, and then now these two is gonna be our location. So for that, I'll say I wanna throw it at 0 for x, 0 for y, and then let's add more arguments for our size, the size of the image. Now that we already have the size of our background panel, so I want this image to fill our panel, so I'm gonna copy this size of my panel, and I'm gonna paste it over there. So I say this one is gonna be that one, and then last thing I wanna do is I wanna add another comma over here, then I wanna end this statement with a semicolon. So now you can leave this as root pane, or you can just say this. Now that we have the image added in our J panel, and now again what I want to do is I want to test this application and see if we have the image as our background. There we go. Now we have a login form title and with the image inside. So now another thing that I want to do is I want to add another panel that will hold our components. So to do that, I want to save time and energy. I'm gonna just copy that, I'm gonna paste it, and I'm gonna name this one login panel. Then I'm gonna initialize this login panel, like right now I need this one, and I'll say, I'll just add here, I'll say initializing login panel. There we go. Now I say this panel is gonna be our new G panel. Then again for this login panel, I'm gonna set a layout to null. I don't wanna use a grid layout or a flow layout. I'll just leave it as null. And then I'm gonna set the bounds, and which is the location and the size of my login panel. So I'm gonna set bounds. There we go. So now this image, now this method, we know that it takes 4 arguments. Now for x and y, now for x and y, I'm not 100% sure with that, but then for size, for my width, of this the width of this login panel, I want to set it as 400, and then the height I want to set it as 500. So now guys, for a location, now what I want to do is I don't want to put it at 0 0 for x and 0 for y. So what I'll do is I just want to get this the width of my frame, then I'm gonna divide it by 2. I wanna get the width of this frame, and I'm gonna just divide it by 2, and then this is gonna be my my location for x. Then after dividing this screen width by 2, which is gonna be somewhere around here, is gonna align in the middle. So and then now since this panel is having a size, so now I want to merge these towards left hand side. So I want to minus the half of my width, which is gonna be 200. And again I want to do the same thing for my height. Now I'm gonna copy the same argument, I'm gonna paste it over here, and I'm gonna change this width to height. There we go. Now there's half of 500, which should be 250. 250. There we go. And then now what I'm gonna do is I want to set the color. I want to set the color of this login panel. So for color, I'll say this login panel, I want to set the background. So now I don't want to use the red color. I want to set this to I want to make this panel to be a little bit more transparent. What I'll do, I'll say new color. Now for red, I want to set it to 0. For green, it's gonna be 0. For blue, is gonna be 0. And then now for transparency, I want to set it as 150. Now let's add imports to our color. Add imports to our color. Now if you can run the application and see if we no, sorry, I think we forgot the statement. Now for us to be able to see this login panel, we have to add it on screen. So I'll say this login panel, I want to add it. Just gonna copy that. I want to add the login panel. Now we can run our application and see if we have our login panel. There we go. Now we have our login panel on screen. Now that we have the login panel added, so now we need components inside this login panel. So now in this login panel, I want to add a login icon with some login label and 2 text fields. So guys, to do that, I'll start by adding a label. So I'll say now I'm gonna copy that, save time and energy, paste this, and I'll change this from JPanel to JLabel. Now I'm gonna call it login label. Now I'm gonna initialize that. I'm gonna say now take this down a little bit. Say, and here I'm initializing. Sorry. Login level. Now say this level is equals to a new J level, and this L should be in capital letters. There we go. Now I wanna set the text of this label. I wanna set text to login. Now again, what I want to do is I want to set the foreground of this text. I'll say set foreground. Now I want to set the color to white. Now again, I want to set bounds. Set bounds. And again guys, before we set the bound, no, don't background, I want to set the location and the size. I want to set bounds. Say set bounds. Now before I continue, let's just add this login label before we forget in our login panel. Say adding components to login panel. So now say this dot login panel, I want to add this J label. Now for this J label, I want to set the location for x-axis. I want to merge these towards right with 100 units, and then on top I'll say just 50 units, and then for width I'll set its width to let's say 100, and then for height let's say 50. And then now okay, now guys, I think we're gonna need a font. So to do that guys, I'll say this login panel, I wanna set font. Now for font, I'll just open a new object, say new font. Now I'll say this font is gonna be bold, then I'll say font, set this to bold, then the size I'll set it to 30. Now I want this text to be in the middle, then I'll change this from 100 to 150. Now let's run the application and see. Let's test. Come on. Now that's 100% correct. I want this font to be right here. Now that, guys, we already have the login label. Now let's add the image, the icon, the login icon. Now to do that, I'll quickly gonna add another J label. Then I'm gonna call this one login icon. So just change this from label to icon, login icon. Then I'll say this login icon, I'm gonna initialize it right here. Now I'll say this login icon, it's gonna be our new J label. Then before we forget, let's just add this login icon in our login panel. So to do that, I'm just gonna copy and paste. Then I'm gonna copy our icon, paste it over there. Then again, what I wanna do is wanna say here I'm initializing login icon. Now we don't need a font since these labels gonna hold the icon image. So now to do that, what I wanna do is I'll just have to set the bounds and the image. So before we go to an image, I'll say this. I'll say I wanna set the location in the size. I'll set bounds. So for x-axis, I'll take it towards a right with 100 units, and then on top I'll say again it's gonna be 100, and then for width, the width I'll say to let me see, 300. This isn't gonna be too much, okay, but I'll come back. Then with this one, I'll say again I want it to be 300. Let me say 300. Come on, 300. Now guys, to test these, let me just set the background to white, and then I'll set background to white color because I want to see if this is what I want. Okay, let's just leave it as red. I want to see if I'll be able to get these login icon in the middle. Yep, it doesn't display, so let's just quickly fix that. Say did I set the bounds icon, we add the login icon, label icon. Oh my god, I got it. Okay, now this, it won't work. We won't test it with the color because we need something inside this label. So to do that, guys, let's just go ahead and add the image. It's fine. Now for an image, guys, I'll just use this method of overriding the paint method. Then we use graphics to draw our image. So to save time and energy, I'm just gonna copy that and I'm gonna put it inside my label. So what I'm gonna do is now I'm gonna change this image to icon image, to login icon image, login icon image. Sorry. And now I'm gonna declare this icon image. I'm gonna say this over there. It's an image. It's called login icon. See, and again inside my try statement, I'll say this gonna be that, and then I'm gonna copy that again. Save time, paste it over here. Now I don't want this as grass image, but as an icon. So if I can go to my pictures because I already have the image, go to images, should be somewhere here, and I'll say icon. I already have an icon downloaded. Come on, it's gonna be login icon. I don't want that one. Come on. Okay, I'll use this one. It's fine. I'm just gonna copy that, and then I'll go to my project, and then I'm gonna paste it. Paste. It's right here. There we go. So I'm gonna take these, put it back here. There we go. So now I have a login icon, which is gonna be this one. So let's quickly change this login icon. Let's change the resources. So that now change this to login icon .png. So now guys, let's run our application. Let's see if we gonna get our image icon. Now this image, it looks too big, guys. The reason why, it's because now remember we've copied these statement. We've copied this statement from our background panel. So now we have to change the size of this image. Yes, for location we will leave it as 0 for x, 0 for y. Now for this one, the size, we want the size of our label, which is 300, and then for width again it's 300. So now if we can run the application, let's see if it fits. That should be good, but then I think it's too big, so let's change it from 300 to 200. Let's see if it's gonna be something we want. 200, that was too big. Come on, guys, I'm not good in measurement. There we go, that should be perfect. Now I think it fits perfect, guys. So now what we need, now we need 2 text fields now for username and password. So let's go back to our class and declare 2 more components. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna copy that, save time and energy, copy and paste, and I change this from image to j text field, change this to j password field. Now when I change this name to username, text field, and again I'll change it to password, text field. Now I want to initialize these 2 components. Now over here I'll say, now I want to initializing sorry, let me say username text field, says question new, it's j text field. There we go, text and text field. Now for this one, guys, again I want to set the bounds, and then before we do that, can we add it to our login panel? I want to take these text field, I want to add it to my login panel. Just copy and paste. I'm just going to copy the statement, then I'm going to paste over here, and then I'm going to closing bracket and semicolon. So then I'll say this dot set bounds. Now I want to merge it with 50 units towards right, and then now for this one I'll say let me just set it to 300, then I'll set its width to 100, then its height to come on, let's say 30. Guys, I'm not good when it comes to measurements. So guys, okay, now let's add our password field. Let's add our password field. It's password. There we go. Now let's call it password field, not password text field. So I'll change it over here again. It's password field. This should make more sense now. I think it makes sense. Now again, let's initialize it. I'll say this one, I wanna initializing password field. There we go. Now it is gonna be new, it's j password field. There we go. Now I want to copy that, save time and energy. I want to set bounds, position, and size. Now this one, I just want to move it with 50 units down. Then let's run our application and see if we're gonna get the perfect location for our text fields. Come on. Yep, for location I think it's perfect, but then now when it comes to sizing, now I need to increase the width. Now let's just go ahead and change these from 100. The width, it's gonna be 100 to 200 x to 200. I pray for perfect size. Still not happy. Let's add 50. Let's add more 50. Let's say it's 250. Then for x again, this one's gonna be 250. Then now I think we should just take this down a bit. Let's say it's gonna be 260. I'm gonna take these to 260 units down, and then I add this one to 10. Then let's run it. Come on. There we go. So now let me just move these towards right a little bit. I'll just add say 60 units towards the right, 60 units towards the right. Come on guys, you can play around with these coordinates. You can play around with these coordinates. You can feel free. Okay, now let me add 10 more. I think after this adjustment, everything should be perfect. And then I'll just run again. That's 100% correct. Now this is what I want. So now guys, this is gonna be my username field, and this one is gonna be my password. So but I'm not happy with the font. I think it's too small for that, so let's set the font. Now let's go back to our class. Now for these fields, I want to set the font. I'll start with my username field. Now for this one, I'll say I want to set font. Then again, gonna be new font. I want to say this one it's bold. Okay, let's say italic. Let's do something different. Let's say italic. Then I'll say font dot italic. Now the size, let's say it's 15. Then I wanna copy that, and then V. Then let's say this one I wanna set it for password. Now let's check if everything is perfect. See if 15 is a correct font. Now I think it looks much better. Now then guys, we are done designing our login form. So now what I want to do is I want a user to type in a username, and then now if the username is incorrect, now I need a border that will turn green only if the username it's correct, but if it doesn't exist, so that border should turn red. And for password, like if the user enters the correct password, automatically these form it should log in. We don't need a button. I don't want to use a button. Now guys, to do that, we'll do that in our next video. So guys, please feel free to comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.